Bullies, welcome or welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to learn about the conversion of infix expressions to prefix as well as postfix expressions. Please, in this session, we are going to learn about infix, prefix and postfix expressions and their interconversions. So, first, what are infix expressions? Infix expressions are the expressions in which the operator is in between the operands. For example, when A plus B. You can see the operator plus is in between these two operands, that is A and B. Okay. In prefix operations, the operator is before the operand. For example, plus A, B. Okay. So this is a prefix that by the name only it is clear that the operator is before the operands, the two operands A and B. Okay, so then it is termed as a prefix expression. And in the case of postfix expression, first, what are postfix expressions? The operator is after the operands, like A, B plus. Okay, so this operator is after A and B, right? So now we are going to learn about the conversion of infix to postfix expressions. For converting infix to postfix expression, we are going to follow two simple rules. First is the precedency order. Like the exponential part is given the highest precedency, then comes your multiplication, divide and mod, and then plus and minus. So this has the highest precedency, then these three operators, and then the last these two operators. Okay, and second step that you need to follow is that in postfix expression, same precedency is popped out. Okay, so in postfix, what happens? The same precedency is popped out. Okay, right? Okay, I'll give you an example of this particular thing. For example, you can understand this concept by this simple example. If you are given an expression A plus minus and then divide, okay, if this is the input, right, here it's the stack and then the expression. Okay, what you need to keep this in mind that this can be written as A plus minus and mod divide. Okay, so this is actually an alphabet, so it will be popped out in the expression. Okay, next comes your plus. Okay, after plus your minus is coming. So I said that plus and minus, they both have the same precedency, right? So plus is going to get popped out. As I said before, same precedency is popped out, right? So plus is going to get popped out, so only minus will be left behind, A and then plus, and then after minus we have divide. So the one, you need to keep this in mind that the one which has the higher precedency is always at the right hand side, of the lower precedency order, right? So A plus. Now there are no further operators which are actually used, so this will be popped out one by one from the right hand corner. So divide will get popped out first and then your minus. Okay, I hope this is clear. We have given this particular expression and we have to convert this from infix to postfix. Okay, so you'll first write the input, okay, and then the stack and then the expression. Okay, make sure writing all the elements one by one in the input side. Okay, A minus B into x plus y divided by f minus c into e divide bracket plus d. Okay, now see, this bracket is first going to go into the stack and it won't go into the expression. In expression part, you are going to write the expression only when your alphabet comes in between or when your precedency order is followed. Okay, so stack, in the stack first your bracket is going to come, then comes your alphabet. So alphabet will be popped out into the expression and bracket will come down, right? Next is your subtract sign, minus sign. So this is going to get at the right hand corner of the bracket. Okay, and A will be left behind. Next comes your B. So this minus, and since B is an alphabet, it will be popped out into the expression. So A, B. Okay. Now see, if you come across two brackets which are opposite in nature, you're going to cancel them out, and whatever operator is there inside the bracket, that will be popped out in the expression. Okay. So this is going to get popped out. So A, B minus. Okay. Next comes your multiply. Now nothing is left behind. Nothing is left behind. Okay. There is nothing. Now my into. Next comes your multiplication sign and A, B minus. This won't be popped out first. Next comes your X. X is an alphabet, right? So this will be popped out. A, B minus X. Okay. Next is plus. Now make sure what I told you about the rules. Okay. The one which has the higher precedency will align at the right hand corner of the lower precedency. So I'll write here, the precedency order. First we are going to follow exponential, then comes your multiply, okay, divide and mod, okay, and plus and minus, okay. So you need to see that the multiplication has the higher precedency as compared to the plus sign, right? So multiply cannot be inside the stack. It cannot be like this. It can't be like this. Not at all. Okay. So you need to see that if plus is actually coming at the right hand side of the multiply, so this multiply, because it has some self-respect, okay, so this will be popped out into the expression and only plus will be left behind. So here only plus is going to going to be left behind, right? So A, B minus X and then multiply comes here and you're left with the expression only plus. Forget this, okay? Into is going to get popped out and only plus will be left behind, okay? Because plus has the lower precedency as compared to multiply, and multiply cannot be at the left hand corner of the plus. It cannot be at the left hand side of the plus, okay? So that is why your multiply is actually coming out, okay? Next is and we are left with only plus in the stack, okay? Y is an alphabet, it will be popped out in the expression. So A, B minus X into Y. Next comes your division sign. So division has the higher precedency as compared to plus, so it can come out. It will be at the right hand side, and since it is following the rules of infix to postfix conversion, so this is actually correct, okay? So we are left with the expression AB minus X into Y, right? Now we are coming across this particular bracket, okay? So plus divided by and then bracket. Bracket has no precedency order. You can keep this after an operator, after any operator, and after this bracket no precedency order is followed. Okay, so A, B minus X into Y, okay, into Y. Yeah. Next is F. F is an alphabet. It will be popped out into the expression. So A, B minus X into Y, F, right? Now again a minus has come. No precedency order will be followed. Minus will be at the right hand side of the bracket. So A, B minus X into Y, F. Okay. Next is C. Again, A, B minus X into Y, F, C. Now see, multiply has come. Okay. So multiply has the higher precedency as compared to minus. So it will be aligned at the right hand side of the minus sign. Right. So minus X. Okay, multiply A, B minus X into Y, F and C. Okay. Next is E. Again, an alphabet has come, so it will be popped out into the expression. So A, B minus X into Y, F, C, E. Okay. Next, now you come across this particular bracket. Now you have came across this particular bracket. So what will happen? These two brackets are of opposite in nature. So these two will get cancelled out. Okay. So it plus divided by, and the one which is at the right hand corner, that is going to be popped out first. Okay, means whatever expressions are there in these two brackets, like if this bracket is going to come here, so these two operators are there in the bracket, right? So whatever is at the right hand side, that will be popped out first. Okay, so plus and divide will be left behind, and after popping this particular operator, what we are going to write, ab minus x into y f c a. Multiply is going to get popped out first and then the minus sign. Okay, now plus plus and then this sign, division sign, and then again the plus one. Now what I said, that the one which has the higher precedency, that would come always at the right hand side of the operator, right? So if I'm going to put plus here, this is not going to get satisfied. The rules are not going to get satisfied. So this division sign is going to get popped out. Okay. So AB minus X into Y F C E minus, and this particular division sign is going to get popped out. And now we are left with, if I'm going to remove this part, okay, we are left with plus and plus. And as I told you before, in postfix expressions, the same precedency order is actually popped out first. Okay, so this plus is going to get popped out into the expression, right? You need to keep this in mind. There were two rules. First one is the precedency order. Second one is the one about the one which is actually going to get popped out, right? So the one which are going to follow the same precedency order, they are going to get popped out in the expression. Okay, so we are left with only one plus, and okay, we are left with only one plus, and one plus is there in the stack, and one plus goes to the expression part. Okay, and next is D. Only plus sign is left here. Okay, next is D. So A B minus X into Y F C E into minus divided by plus. Okay, divided by plus, and then your D comes, and one plus is left in the stack, so this will be popped out at the last. Okay, so this is going to get popped out. So we are left with this particular expression, and this is a final answer. AB minus X multiply Y F C E into minus divided by plus D plus. This is your expression. I hope you understood that particular question. Now we are going to solve one more question so that your concept becomes crystal clear, and we'll do this question a bit fast. Okay, so we are going to write input, then stack, and then expression. Okay, expression. Now see, write this individually. A plus B, then exponential C minus this D into E, and then divided by F. Okay, so this is the bracket, it will be there in the stack. Now alphabet, it will be popped out into the expression. So this and A, then plus comes A, now B popped out in the expression, so A B. Okay, next is this bracket, these two are opposite in nature, so plus is going to get popped out in the expression, so nothing will be left behind. A B plus. Okay, next is exponential part, nothing is there in the middle. Exponential part, A B plus. Now again an alphabet, so it will be popped out into the expression A B plus C. Okay, now you are going to see that after exponential your subtraction sign is coming, right? Minus is coming. So after this particular expression, since this has the highest precedency, it cannot be at the left hand side of minus. So this is going to get popped out into the expression and minus will be left behind. Okay, so A B plus C and then exponential operator. Next is your bracket, and this will be as it is. So A B plus C and mod. Okay, sorry, exponential, and then minus C. Alphabet, it is going to get popped out into the expression. So A B plus C exponential D. Okay, now multiplication sign, multiply A B plus C exponential D. Next is E, it will get popped out, A B plus C D E. Okay, now two brackets with which are opposite in nature, this is going to get popped out into the expression. So minus will be left behind, so A B plus C exponential D E and multiply. Okay, now division sign. So this division sign actually has the higher precedency, so it will align at the right hand side. Yes, it is true. So A B plus C exponential DE and then multiply, ठीक है, and F is there, so minus A B plus C DE multiply F, and these two expressions, these two operators are going to get popped out in the from the right hand side, ठीक है. So this is going to get popped out first and then your minus sign, ठीक है. So the answer that you are going to get, the final expression is AB plus C exponential DE multiplied by F divided minus. Okay, hope you understood this question. Please, now we are going to learn about the conversion of infix expression to prefix expression. The way we were following two basic rules in conversion of postfix expressions, likewise we are going to follow the two rules again, but with a slight change. Okay, so rules are from infix to prefix. Okay, the first rule is the same, that is the precedency order. Okay, this rule is the same one. First, your exponential sign that has the highest precedency, then comes your multiply, divide, and then mod, and the lowest precedency is plus and minus. Okay, now the second rule is the icebreaker rule. You need to understand this particular thing very clearly, that in postfix expressions, what were we doing? We were actually taking out, you're popping out the operators which had the same precedency order. But in this particular expression, we are not going to pop out the operators which have the same precedency order. So in prefix, same precedency is not popped out. Okay, we understand this by an example. This is the expression on which we are going to perform the operations. Okay, we are going to write the whole of this expression in a reverse order. So bracket F divided by, then this bracket, and then E into D, again the bracket, minus C exponential, again this bracket, and then B plus A, and then these two brackets are in the reverse order. Okay, make sure you close all the brackets. So this bracket is closed by this one, these two are closed, and this is closed. Okay, now this is the final expression in which we are going to carry out our operation. Okay, so in the input section you are going to write all the elements individually. Okay, so I have written till here exponential bracket B plus A, and then these two expressions. Okay, we are converting, make sure we are converting this particular from infix to prefix. Okay, so in prefix, first you are going to reverse everything and then perform the operation. Okay, so here you come across this particular bracket sign, so it will be there in the stack, it won't get popped out in the expression. Now again F, so it is going to get popped out because it is an alphabet, right? Now this F, no precedency order is followed after bracket symbol. Again this one, then again it will come after division sign. So F, now E, ठीक है, F E multiply, no precedency, multiply F E, next is D, no precedency, and this D is actually getting is going to get popped out in the expression. So F E D. Okay, now see, you come across this particular bracket which is actually in the opposite nature of this, right? So this multiply is going to get popped out. Okay, so this bracket division and FED multiply, okay, it's going to get popped out. Next is minus sign. So since minus has the lowest precedency as compared to this division sign, so this division is going to get popped out into the expression and minus will be left behind. Okay, FED multiply, and then this division is going to get popped out. Okay, next is C. So it's going to get popped out. FED into this and then C. Next is exponential. Exponential has the highest precedency, and also it is at the higher precedency position as compared to minus, so it will be at the right hand side, and this is true. So FED multiply this and C. Okay. Next is this bracket. So again this bracket. So FED into C. Okay. Next is B. FED into divided by CB. Okay. Then comes your plus FED into CB. Again your A plus FED into CBA. Okay. Then comes your this particular bracket, and this is at the opposite nature. Okay. So this particular plus is going to get popped out into the expression. So we are left with only minus and exponential part, and FED multiply divide CBA plus. Okay. And then comes your last bracket, which are going to pop these two operators out. Okay. So first this is going to get popped out first, and then the minus one. Okay. So FED into CBA plus this is going to get popped out first and then the minus. So you're left with the expression this. But this is not your final answer. You're going to re-reverse this particular expression again and then write. So if you're going to reverse this expression, you will be left with minus exponential plus ABC divided by multiply DEF. So this is your final answer. I hope this question is clear to you all. My last question, and we are going to convert this expression from infix to prefix. Okay, first we are going to write this in a reverse order. D plus E into C minus F divide Y plus X into then B minus A, and these two brackets are closed. Okay, make sure you're closing this bracket with this one, this with this, and this with this. Okay, this is the expression, the final expression on which we are going to work upon. Okay. Input stack expression. Okay. Rewrite everything individually. D plus into C minus F. Then your bracket. Then divide Y plus X into then bracket B minus A and both the brackets. Okay. This bracket is going to get in the stack. D is getting popped out. Then again the plus. Then D. Okay. Then again the bracket and D. Then E is going to get popped out into the expression. Okay, since it is the alphabet, sorry. So D, E, okay. Then multiply D, A, okay. Next is your C. It is going to get popped out. D, E, C, okay. Now C, minus. Minus has the lower precedency as compared to the multiply. So multiply is going to get popped out. So bracket and then minus, and this multiply is going to get popped out into the expression. So D, E, C, and then multiply. Okay. Next is your F. D, E, C multiply F. This particular bracket has come. So these two are opposite in nature. So minus is going to get popped out. So D, E, C multiply F, and this minus is going to get popped out. Okay. Next is your division sign. Division has the higher precedency, so this will always be at the right hand corner of the lower precedency operators. So plus is the lower, plus has the lower precedency, so division can come after plus. Okay. So D, E, C into F minus, and then Y. D, E, C multiply F minus Y. Okay. Next is your plus. Plus. So plus is actually going to come after this particular division, but division has the higher precedency order, right? That is why these two plus is going to be in the stack and division is going to get popped out. So D, E, C multiply f minus y and then divide. And since these two have the same precedency, in prefix what we do, we are not going to pop any of these two operators out. Okay, only in the postfix we are going to pop this out, but in prefix we are not going to pop any of these two operators out. Okay, because they have the same precedency. So plus plus DEC multiply f minus y divide, and now we have x, right? So x is going to get popped out. Now as we come across multiply, so multiply can come after plus DEC multiply f minus y divide x. Okay, now another bracket multiply, and this is not a closing bracket. You can see these two have the same nature, so it will be there in the stack. DEC multiply f minus y divided by x. Okay, b, it will be popped out in the stack. So DEC multiply f minus y divided by x and then b. Okay, next comes your minus sign. DEC multiply f minus y divided by xb. Okay, again your a, it will be popped out. DEC multiply f minus y divided by xb a. Okay, next comes your closing bracket, and this is of the opposite nature of this particular bracket, so minus will get popped out. So we will be left with in the stack with these all expressions, and DEC into f minus y divided by xba, this minus is going to get popped out. And next we have the last closing bracket, which is of the opposite nature of this, and these two will get cancelled out and these all expressions are going to get popped out. Okay, so DEC into f minus y divided by xba minus, and then first this particular expression is going to get popped out, multiply. Okay, and next comes your plus, so these two plus is going to get popped out again. Okay, so this is the final expression which we are going to get, but we are going to write this in a reverse order. So plus plus multiply minus a b x, okay, divided by y minus f into c e d. This is your final answer. Hope you understood. I will be giving you an expression which you have to convert in prefix as well as in postfix expression, and please mention the answer in the comment section below. So your question is bracket a plus b c plus d into e minus f exponential g. Here your multiplication sign is there. So you need to convert this particular expression into prefix as well as postfix. Okay, and please mention your answer in the comment section. Thank you. So this was the end of the session. I know I fumbled a lot in between, but I'll make sure I don't repeat this mistake again. And if you have any doubt, feel free to ask me in the comment section below. And don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you.